Good day or good night wherever you are. Welcome to the video titled Hindsight of a Veteran. Welcome to the Hindsight of a Veteran. For the hindsight and for the good of the people. And I'm going to be, it's November 10th, so it's the day before Veterans Day, and I would like to create this video to honor not only myself as a veteran and having the courage, the strength, I don't even know what, the heart to choose to serve in that way. And not only to honor myself for that, but for other veterans who made heart-based choices, whether they knew full comprehension and full knowledge of the commands or events and scenarios or situational awareness at the time. Somewhere in each person there is good volition. It's just, in today's world, I'm finding, and also I'm going to talk about some events, hindsight of some events here quite quick. I'm just saying it, in today's world, it seems that there is lack of heart, lack of comprehension of that realm. Apparently people are just disconnected from it. And clearly, obviously, and this even included my last post, some people think it's neutral, or I thought it was kind of neutral with a little creativity fun. Some people clearly didn't think it was neutral, and I learned some things about that and about myself with that little correction mechanic. I'll get into that into a second, but first of all, let's get up to speed. So hindsight. So what is hindsight? It's comprehension of a situation or event only after it happened, or it developed. So when I joined the Army National Guard in 2010, and I was contracted. So this was murky even in the beginning. The contracts involved with the Army and the state federal funding involved with that, which it's going to get even better to the story or the history about this and the facts. Contracted through the Army from 2010 through 2018, and that is kind of like an oversight over the National Guard. So the National Guard was between 2010 and 2016. And then in between there was different missions and stuff involved, whether it was stateside, some of it was overseas. I was never in combat. However, I don't know, there's other environments that it wasn't combat, but it was definitely hazardous. Either way, so there was that. However, I did not comprehend the full scope of how the government functioned on a multi-systematic level, and who is actually in charge, and it involves contracts. So didn't know at the time, but in 2020 someone forwarded me a video saying, hey, you got to watch this. And I watched the video. I'll put the link below and let you look for it yourself. If you don't, then go fuck off and not know the facts and not know the truth and be the problem in this country and even in this world in regards to not knowing the truth, because everybody's just, even in our government, supposedly it opened up again today, I don't know, but who wants to continue being a part of the problem? If you saw some sort of solution, wouldn't you want to, have the courage and the guts to actually try and take a step forward to that, or even look at it? No, I'm finding a lot of people don't want to do that, and not everybody's like myself or other veterans. And even some other veterans are they've become trash. They don't even want to know where their orders, they just want to follow orders and not know who's actually telling the truth and who's actually fucking you over. And the jumping the gun is a big problem, especially with the younger or even just today's military, I'm finding, or thinking that you're better than any other veteran or service member when you're not. That's clear facts. And, you'll get your karma. You'll get your karma for that. Anyways, found out in this video, this is in 2020, that there is actual no U.S. government. It ceased to have authorization to exist correctly as an American heart-based venue in November 1999. And our flag, the true American Title IV American flag, was captured and safeguarded by the Postmaster General at the time, well, still true Postmaster General, and now Commander-in-Chief, Russell Ivan J. Gould. And he did like many performances with setting up different structures in contract with the Title IV flag venue. And yeah, I definitely check out the link below. I'll post it. lastflagstanding.com, warcastles.com. If you're a true American and you truly want to, I don't know, solve some issues going on, like, and be in the facts and the truth, then check it out. And don't just trash talk other people's posts and not know. I'm talking about like these peeps about my posts. So yeah, I found out about that in 2020, and I didn't even I knew what he was saying was true and correct. I just could not process the amount of lying, the amount of programming from the past of thinking that the commander-in-chief or the presidents at the time were the commander-in-chief, and those were who we were getting orders from. It is so, I don't even know how to explain the mental, emotional, and physical process involved in trying to figure out how to cope or navigate around that. And I did figure it out. I became in contract and on paperwork and in joinder with the true Commander-in-Chief, Postmaster General, in the correct Title IV flag venue, September 2024. So it's been about a year. And recently, I've done a bit of performances, even with some resistance with the administrative website, but that's another story for another time. And some of it, I've learned quite a bit of lessons about like people and what they do when they don't know the facts and the truth, but they're still doing performances that are really shitty. So I've learned a bit about that. I've been in some of the courts, like I haven't been around as much as chief or other postmasters, but I've gathered the types of people that I'm dealing with. And recently I actually won because they dropped off my situation in regards to my driver's license, because they didn't like that I don't have my vehicle registered to a state that also ceased to exist, because it had 3 years to, all the states had 3 years to reconstitute and substantiate themselves as states after 1999. They all failed to do that when that was their responsibility, and I refused to register and pay the fucking money to a fictional asshole fucking corrupted venue or organization that's trying to do something when it's not. It'd be like rewarding a incorrect or mean child. Yeah, here's some more money for being wrong. So I have filed in my vehicle in different places the documentation, but I don't know, it evolved, and I had to correct like a bunch of people, and a lot of people don't want to be in the truth because they know that they've been doing wrong for quite a bit, and they don't want to take the courage step of heading towards the truth and being correct and being in the truth and being in the heart space and actually being a part of the solution. They want to cover up what they did. So that's not gonna work. Like, that's laws of the universe. Don't be fucking retarded, and don't be wrong and have bad volition where you're actually a part of the problem and stealing from people. This is simple stuff, but it's a problem apparently. But recently I got a piece of mail that I've seen this documentation before. The court or whatever already, the hearing or whatever already passed. I won, so I knew it was an old documentation, but again, they still spelled my name wrong. And on this documentation, and this isn't even like a quantum grammar or the correct sentence structure technology. This is like on the paperwork, it has my actual correct spelled name without an E, like 2 inches, or no, it's like not even it's 1 inch above the incorrect spelled version of my name. And that's where they mailed it to. And I'm like, who is in charge here? Like, I was like, this is either a bot or people are really not paying attention to doing their jobs correctly. And that's what I was trying to correct. So I had fun with it. And I corrected it with red ink in correct sentence structure or quantum grammar, casual quantum. Because I have those authorizations through the claim life document in the Title IV flag venue. So I post this just out of fun, and I got some feedback on Instagram. I did not comprehend the amount of people that are attached to the digital space and upset at something that has nothing to do with them, but they want to trash talk it and they don't even know what it's about. I'll read you some comments. Like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I don't care. It's just really frustrating to see the amount of ignorant and arrogant people that will trash talk some random, like even if it wasn't me, like this is how I'm like, okay, yeah, the quantum grammar is true, because if it's red ink somewhere in their subconscious, because it is scanned up in the digital systems, that red fucking frequency, apparently they're attached somewhere. They have like emotional attachment, which has happened over the past 20, 30 years, where the algorithms are regulated to spin up people on an emotional basis to act and respond irrationally without understanding what they're doing. So I'll read you some comments. If you want, it's on my Facebook, where 84 comments, and I don't usually get this much activity. I'm usually like shadow banned, so it was pretty fascinating. I'm gonna post this video of me saying this on, and I'm gonna use all the same hashtags just to see if if I'll get the same response. One person said, so a little legal advice: instead of writing on the envelope and correcting it, send it back. Go to the court date. When they call your name, tell the judge they misspelled your name. Show your ID with the correct spelling, and have whatever is dismissed and throw out of the court, because they're looking for Lacy, not Lacy. And also don't post stuff like this because they can use it against you in court. So I responded, I said, courts are closed. U.S. government ended in 1999 when it came out of its third and final international bankruptcy. But everybody wants to tell me that I'm wrong, like I don't know what I'm talking about, yet you people pretend like you know what's up. And then I posted a link. And then some other fucking douche responded, but yet here you are, dumb arse, is with a court attendance. Some of these comments I responded to just because I was like, I was entertained by how far some of these people are gonna go, and if they like knew anything, and they don't. So I responded to like half the comments are probably mine, but let's see. LMFAO, please post the video of the cops busting out your windows and traveling you off the Grippy Socks Hotel. Someone asked me, oh, this is where I'm upset kind of with other vets. Like, you guys can't fucking correct yourselves. Like, this is what you guys present. You just go on other people's or other veterans' page and you trash talk it, and you don't even know the facts and the truth about what's the data in the post and what it's saying. Like, it's pretty sad to see the state of people's minds and consciousness and their essentially wasting American taxpayer dollars and everybody's time when you're trash talking somebody on social media when you could be actually, I don't know, helping out at a stand down thing for other veterans, giving, I don't know, helping out the people. Like, it's there, people need help, but you guys want to do this shit. So it's, someone said, I think I just had a stroke reading this. And I said, then don't read it. Let's see. Y'all, I don't think this chick is running on all cylinders, if you get my drift. And I said, it seems you don't have any cylinders, you're just a lifeless homo, because I looked at his profile and he said homo sapien, with the void of the comprehension and accountability. Seems like a fucking sob sieve ID, stay far away, more likely to have a gun than car insurance. I would like a revolver. I have surance. Insurance is a no contract word. You say no surance? Sure. Let's see. Yeah, this is so much trash talk. I probably wasted a lot of time just talking this, but these guys were so spun up about the term sovereign citizen, the term sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a sovereign and you can be a citizen of something. Then you're not a sovereign. Yet you, like, a lot of you guys like to do that because it's your form of control. When I found out that a lot of this post triggered a lot of people who think that they're in control, and this post reflected that they're not. So, and that scares them. It scares the little boys in male bodies. Let's see. Schizo posting at its best. And yeah, I think I responded something. I said, are you a doctor or are you just a horrible person with the void of the knowledge? And then he said something else. So I was like, oh, you're not worth my time. Somebody else, or my good buddy, he said something about why would you pick on somebody if you think they have mental illness? This fucker. And this was a veteran. Or it looked like he was airborne. I don't know. You guys clearly, you're not representing any respect towards your situation that you got going on here, because his first comment was, you were in the NG National Guard, shut up. And then I said, make me pussy, you ain't shit. All you do is eat shit and consume shit, clearly. Jealous bitch. What else did he say? I don't know. Oh, he's like, you're a liar, you ain't active duty. You weren't active duty. I was like, I was in multiple levels, had different duties, state, national, and international. He's just a lot of these dudes are they're not men. They're not men. They think that they are because society, they're programmed to think, society and their family, usually their daddies, programmed to think that if I go and learn how to shoot guns and wear a uniform and not know any emotional or leadership skills whatsoever, I can just like take orders and not know where they're coming from. I don't have to listen to myself. I don't have to look at myself. I don't have to do shit. I've been there. There was a point where I'm like, yeah, this is easy. All I have to do is follow orders to the best of my ability. You're not fucking thinking. Your heart isn't turned on. Your brain isn't even turned on. All you're doing is like maybe, I don't know, sucking your dick, your pecker back up in and out of your fucking belly because you don't have any balls to guide them in any direction or compass anywhere. So there was no females that commented because females clearly are more intelligent than a lot of these so-called protectors or these men out here. Let's see. I looked at Jesse Wood says, yeah, this girl's crazy. I didn't even bother responding. Chris Pease says, I bet this chick has spent some time at the Grippy Sock Hotel. Stuart Gray says, so got it. You are a nutter. Completely batshit insane. Understood. Didn't respond. This is psychotic. Please get help from a group of trained mental health professionals. Elvin Hill said, and now I have sovereign citizen BS showing up in my Facebook feed. Lord, what have I done? And then I responded in brackets, because that's my, there's a protocol for why I do that. A mechanic. Sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. I do not claim and am nowhere near this term that you people use. I take accountability for the word terms that I claim to describe myself, and this is not it. Storm Christopher responded to that saying, why are you speaking in brackets, you freak? And I said, maybe if you actually read the Federal Styles Manual via the government printing office, you'd actually be on the level of truth and not be a complete retard asshole. LOL, but yeah, continue trash talking when you don't even know what the symbols or characters or letters or words on the page/screen mean or do. LOL, just continue your asshole retardation, clown. It's fascinating. It was entertaining at some point. Oh, this guy, Storm Christopher says again, you are insane. Get the fuck off my feed. And I said, LMAO, your choice to be here. ... like, wow, dude, ... you got dementia or what? So I don't, like I said, these guys, they got triggered or they got spun up just by looking at a post and not actually reading it or comprehending it. And I had to learn this because another postmaster, good friend, out of care, said something about my post didn't seem neutral. And I was like, okay, I can see that. And I didn't really, I mean, I heard what she was saying, but I didn't see it at the time about how it couldn't be neutral, because I was just playing in regards to the quantum grammar, because I knew I wasn't really, when I, who I claimed that the mail fraud, which is actually pretty serious. Like, this is pretty serious stuff. If you really comprehend what I'm talking about here in this video, there's a time to have fun, but this is not a game. And I think another person said on there, you won't win this battle. And I said, well, what battle are you trying to win? Because you're on here trash talking my post, yet you don't even know what it is or what I'm talking about. So, but I said something about time on my post, on my little mail fraud correction there. I said something about time wasting, soul sucking, lost, desperate vampire golem like clown merchants with the void accountability, because they are clearly not taking accountability for their actions. This is a few times that this has happened with my name. And, you know, if they want to use my vessel name as their stock to run their government, not only my vessel name, but this is all of the people. The government only runs because you're registered as a part of it, as a citizen of it. They're taking your money, or at birth, they give you a set value, and then they trade their stock based off of how much value or how much stock that they have valued yet. So if you wonder where all the debt is, I mean, it's not really debt. Debt is a form of slavery, and that also ended in 1999, as well as it was also, I mean, you're going to have to do your research if you want to know more about that, but there really is no debt. But you have to do the performances and comprehend the correct knowledge, mechanics, and procedures on how to align with that truth on a document, evidence, fact-based level. So yeah, I learned something, and whether it was neutral or not, I don't regret what I did. And actually I put on there to try and I put on there, please correct, and then I put love, And then I give a little closure on the back and I said, gratitude, thank you, have a good day. And then, yeah, it was forwarded back and it'll be scanned up into their system so that the AI algorithms can look at it and comprehend the red frequency. Colors are frequencies, and algorithms or AI systems, I call them automated systems, all they can do is compute, whether it's math, numbers, or just ones and zeros. And it'll compute because truth wins. And yes, for those who want to challenge it, I am a veteran and I was a 74 Delta. Actually, I still use those things, use that type of thinking in my everyday life. It hasn't really left me on the chemical level for sure. But I definitely experienced a very intense level of how people function, and then the systems involved and the people functioning in those systems. And now it's just, I'm still kind of trying to figure out where everybody's fucking heart and courage and guts are. Are they just afraid to do the correct thing? Or, Title 42, 1986, and the former US codes, it is action for neglect to prevent of a wrong. When you become a postmaster, it's your duty to stop and correct. So why is nobody stopping and correcting when there's clear wrongs in this country? So I'll leave you with that. And just some hindsight things. I know where I'm going. I know that, today was kind of not a good day. Probably tomorrow it didn't look too, with the veteran feedback of idiot trash comments. It's kind of disheartening, but I know that there are good people and good veterans out there with good volition, at the least good volition and a good heart, and some brain capacity to comprehend the truth. So this is a longer video, but I think it's worth it because I know I'm worth it, and most of you are too. Unless you're just going to recklessly post or do something without full comprehension about something or someone. It's funny, people just cut people off and they don't even know the consequences of their actions for that. And there are consequences, especially when it comes to children or innocent people, nescient people, I should say. Nescient means that you just didn't have the knowledge to even try to comprehend, to try and know. It just wasn't there. It wasn't presented. And I wish I knew the facts that the government, that there was no, the government now you see is rogue. And a lot of the AI and algorithms, I should say, and the rogue people are just trying to control everything, and you have no control. You can try and control things, it's going to get worse for you. I know people try to control me, they try to control things. It gets really frustrating and old, but I know that, again, truth wins, and I can only align myself to the most correctest, best outcome that I can with the heart and care that I do have, because quite frankly, I'm losing quite a bit of care for people that aren't worth it and choose to waste people's times, taxpayer dollars, and trash talk when they could be actually helping people. So have a good Veterans Day, and please take something away from this video. That's my goal. Have courage, have purpose, and seek the truth, and have courage to do the correct thing and follow your heart and help other people. Learn and love, just love. There's lack of that compassion nowadays, and you shouldn't be, this world is completely abundant. It's out there. What I'm finding in these systems is people they're too afraid to they're too afraid to question the structure, and it's not, and they're blocking other people. So that's gonna really backfire on them in probably the next year. And I am very, very patient, extremely patient. A lot of you people have no idea. I mean, and you have no idea what I'm capable of, and I have no idea what you're capable of, but I've been around enough people to know assholes when I see them and who are the true people who have some guts here and have some heart, where a lot of these fuckers are just surface level little bitch boys and some gals, but you know, you guys are just, you're trash. So peace out, yeah, put some respect on the name, on the vessel name. And I'm not even talking about my name. I'm looking at everybody else's name. Everybody matters. If you're here, even on a scientific level, a physics level, you actually matter, believe it or not. So take that one away. But if you're not going to care about a job that involves other individuals, people, why the fuck are you in that job? Just let the fucking AI take over for that, because it's going to compute faster and be probably way more efficient than you fucking assholes will. You're just going to be like, I don't want to do the correct thing because the state statute says it doesn't fit. Well, the state statute runs by federal government money, and the federal government has to be in contract with a Title IV flag venue, and you guys lost your flag. So you don't have any authorization to deny anybody anything. You don't even have authorization to be opening your fucking mouth, really. So, you know, a lot of people are without like food security right now, myself included. I mean, I'll be fine. If I'm hungry, then, you know, I'll figure it out. I usually do. But people their jobs are to, like, they get government funding to help veterans. Yet on Veterans Day, those people get the day off, get paid, but the veterans aren't getting paid. And they need help. So are they really doing their jobs? I don't think so. I don't know. So the priorities are clearly fucked up with a lot of people and a lot of systems that those people are functioning in. So this video is getting long, and I will end it there. If you watched for this long, gratitude for watching and comprehending, and my heart is with you. I may not be right now because I've got a lot of boundaries up right now, because I protect my heart because it's important. It's going to be used for some things in the future. But gratitude for watching this far, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you opposite of hell. I'll see you the opposite of hell, which would be, I don't even like to say heaven, I like to say the now space. I'll see you in the now space and connect with you on a heart base level there. Peace out. I love you, and you know, do something productive. Don't be a trash talker like these clear little boy bitch idiots who probably would shit their pants in a real gunfight, let alone any of the hazardous environments that I'm involved with or know how to navigate on a warfare level. They don't even know what matrix means in Latin. So peace out.